Hey YouTube, what's up? Haven't seen you guys in a while. Yeah, I don't even know how to start videos anymore. I haven't done a video in a very long time. Reason, I just didn't feel like it. But I'm really in the mood to start talking about some cool new music with you guys. Wow, the light is really bright. My face is like illuminating. Whatever. So I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna cut the bullshit. I actually had a video that I started to make, which was a review of Hawkwind's Space Ritual, which is an incredible record. But unfortunately, like 6 minutes into it, my battery died, and it just was like a killjoy for me. So yeah, I definitely plan to go out and get back to that record. It sucks that I had to kind of waste all my time into it, but whatever. Today we're gonna be talking Soundgarden because I've been digging Soundgarden lately, and I love Soundgarden. Soundgarden, a sick group. They're one of those bands where like you have like a record, and you really enjoy it, and then you all of a sudden realize how good they really are, and then you just have a fucking overload of all their shit. I've been listening to all their records. I've yet to hear Super Unknown, though, which is a long album, so I'm gonna give myself a good, nice, relaxed time to get into it, because it's a long record and I want to give all my attention on it. But today we're gonna be talking about Louder Than Love. And Louder Than Love is the band's second full-length LP, released in 1989. And, you know, early Soundgarden have an awesome sound. It did change over the course of their career, but in the early stages, let's say the first EPs, which I'm also going to check out, to around Bad Motorfinger, maybe even up until this record, depending on how you slice it. I hate that phrase, but it's the only thing I could use. They were this mostly slow, but punky, grimy, metal, rock, punk, whatever you want to call it, not grunge. I fucking hate that terminology, but you guys know that already, so I'm not even going to talk about that. They just have this really raw, badass sound. You know, they do. Their music just sounds so gritty and angry and angsty and powerful. You have the riffs of Kim Thale, if I pronounced it right, and Chris Cornell, because he does play guitar on and off. He sings and plays guitar. The incredible vocals of Chris Cornell, incredibly good vocalist, still sounds great today. Right up there with Lane Staley and Pearl Jam. I mean, Lane Staley and Eddie Vedder are some of the best 90s vocalists. The really damn good drumming of Matt Cameron, and then the bass doesn't come out that much in this record, but this was before they had Ben Shepherd, and they had a bassist of Japanese descent, in which I cannot remember the name of. I think his first name is Hiro something. Sorry if anyone knows what it is, leave it in the comments. It's one of those names where it's really typical of the ethnicity. So like, it's hard to remember because it's not distinct. So if you guys know, just put it in the comments. So I don't know. But this record, I feel like, is the apex of that sound that Soundgarden were kind of working at. You get songs like Full On Kevin's Mom, hilarious song, which are really punky, pretty fast, just kind of like a punch to the face. And then you get songs like Hands All Over. And Hands All Over is like my newest song drug, I call it. When there's a song that I just can't stop listening to. I fucking love Hands All Over. You get that sick riff. You get the insane vocals by Chris Cornell, the real driving drums. And then, at the end, the last like 50 seconds, Kim plays this really eerie guitar riff, and it fits in with Chris's vocals perfectly. I just get chills every time I listen to it. It's amazing. So I love that song. And then you get the real slow kind of drudges like Gun, sick song, again, incredible vocals. And and Power Trip, you know. And Soundgarden just have that distinction. Well, when you hear Soundgarden, you just go, yeah, you know what I mean? Because you know who it is. It's Soundgarden. There's no other way you could really mistake them for being somebody else. The production on this record is fantastic. It is dirty, but it's not too dirty. You can hear what's going on. Like I said, I would have liked to hear a bit more clarity in the bass, but it's pretty muddy, so I wouldn't expect the bass to really come out. The drums sound good. They have that late 80s sound to them, the really like boomy kind of sound, but it has a charm to it. I enjoy it. All the cymbals are pretty distinct. You can hear them. The guitar tone, muddy and sludgy as ever. It's fantastic. And Chris Cornell's vocals are perfect in the mix. Some points they might be a little too high, but not really. The flow of the record is one of those records where I really can't comment on it. It's just a good flow. Like I said, Soundgarden have a tendency, especially in the next record, Bad Motorfinger, another great record, first Soundgarden record, where they basically just kind of sprinkle the really the really slow songs with faster moments, like in Gun. Right when that riff goes, it goes dun 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 dun. Fuck it up, man, and they go like really fast. Things like that give the record dynamics, so the flow is great. I love it. There's not only not that much more to say, but not much I don't like about the record. In fact, there's really nothing I don't like about the album. It's just a really, really solid record. There may be a couple songs I don't love, but they're all good, and I never skip any of them. They're all, fan-fucking-tastic. And yeah, really Soundgarden were the shit. They were really, really cool. They didn't sound like a lot of other bands. Yeah, you hear the influences, and they've admitted it. Not admitted it like it's a bad thing, but they've talked about it. Like Mudhoney and even Nirvana, they said, which they came before Nirvana, so it was pretty cool that they kind of name dropped Nirvana, even though Nirvana came after them. It's really cool. Oh, maybe not. Didn't come after them, but Bleach came out after Ultra Mega OK by Soundgarden. What other thing? Black Sabbath, Kim Thayil said, which I don't like the Sabbath comparisons to bands, because and you guys know, maybe you don't, you guys know, hopefully, I'm a huge Zeppelin fan. Zeppelin, what the fuck? Sabbath. I'm a fan of Led Zeppelin too, but a huge Sabbath fanboy. I love Black Sabbath, so I'm not saying, Sabbath suck, don't compare Soundgarden to them. But, just because a band plays slow music doesn't mean that they're, like Sabbath. Don't be, stupid. But, yeah, Louder Than Love, fantastic record. Fantastic. Grimy, gritty, raw, punky, angsty, slow, driving, muddy, dirty, basically everything you would want in a real good kind of grunge era rock and roll record. Everything is in place. So I'm gonna give this record a 9.5. Only reason it doesn't get a 10 is because there's a few songs that don't stick out. They're not bad by any means, but they don't necessarily shine through. They're just kind of there. But that's only a couple songs. That's 12 songs, so you may be bound to get at least one or two. But yeah, and 9 minutes. That's perfect. Sorry, I don't have my usual flow that I usually do in my videos. I'm gonna start picking up the video amount. And thanks for getting me to 123 subs. You guys are awesome. See you guys next time.